for the record, I was the first one to wear the necktie. When I walked in this evening, she just leaned in and she grabbed me with her fist somehow and just said, "Take the necktie off." I refused. Thank you so much for coming, guys. So, yeah, hi, my name is Matt Smith. So straight off the bat, I'm sorry, not that one, not the famous one. I think people hear my name and they see me on the lineup poster and they're like, "Oh, Doctor Who!" And they walk up here, it's just "Oh, who?" That's kind of the energy I'm dealing with. Like Anchika mentioned, I'll be doing Edinburgh Fringe, and that is coming up very soon. I'm up there in a couple of days' time. Very excited. I've got the room I wanted. It's a really good location. Very excited to do my show. The show is at 10 a.m. But don't worry. That's the slot they give you when they just really believe in you. Just not financially. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. The show is called The Middle, so that's where we're going to start. I used to live in Japan. I've lived in Japan twice. So in fact, I actually speak really good Japanese. I do. I speak really good Japanese. I really do. I know it has a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of spice. This overly confident pile of mashed potatoes up here. I'll put it another way. この自信満々な mashed potato 盛りみたいにちょっと味付けみたいになるじゃないですか。Sorry, we didn't have the money for the subtitles. If we sold a few more tickets, we could have set something up. But, and what a relief that mashed potato is mashed potato, just so everyone's on board. Kind of lucky, yeah. I learned Japanese after living there for a good 6 years and realising that was going to be the quickest way for me to get a personality. Yeah, I love it. I love speaking Japanese as well. I think it's a really cool language to know. And I read it as well, so if anyone has a cool Japanese tattoo, looking at you, Jonathan, I am confident I can ruin your night. Just quick temperature check. We haven't ruined your night with this joke, have we? No. Lovely stuff. We'll put that on the Google reviews, won't we? Yeah. They didn't ruin my night. Perfect. We've had worse reviews. Yeah, I really embraced the culture when I was out there as well. I started practicing judo, got a black belt in it. Yes, even started doing Japanese paper folding, origami. You know that, yeah? Got a black belt in that. Thank you very much. So if anyone starts any trouble on my Edinburgh Fringe show, I'm either going to throw them out or give them a heck of a nasty paper cut. That's all within my abilities. It was also while I was living in Japan, I came out as bi. I guess all of that folding the paper down let me open up. I think that's poetry. Should I transition my show into a huge poem? I think I might. Maybe I'll start doing some of that. Yeah, I am bi. That does surprise some people. I'm fully aware my neckerchief is doing a lot of the bisexual heavy lifting this evening. And I've gone for my bad boy black one. Normally I have a nice cute green one, but this is me being a bad boy. Yeah. I don't think you can be a bad boy with a neckerchief, to be honest. Scouts don't come in bad boy flavour, do they? No. Yeah, I am bisexual. One of my friends it's just surprising for me because you are straight passing the most toxic way. That person was Cy Peters right there. It was literally her. And in her defence, I have launched 3 podcasts in this month alone, so I might be part of the problem. Yeah, so in summary, I'm bisexual, I'm bilingual, and yet somehow all by myself. Yes, that's the brand. Now we're going to do some weird, creepy crowd work when there's only 2 actual audience members. Get ready, it's a group thing, so don't worry. If you're in a couple, can you give me a cheer? Hey. Love that, mild as hell, love it. Now, single people, stay with it. If you're single, could you just give me the biggest chance? No response. No one's looking at me in the eyes anymore. I think everyone's autistic in the room now. Outrageous, yeah. I mean, being bi as well is a bit boring, middle of the road, I think, in 2026, in the LGBTQ, we're literally in the middle right there. At this point, I consider being bi the almond milk of sexuality. I mean, you're laughing and I haven't even said the joke yet, so I think we're hitting the target here, I mean, there are better options with better taste and far less environmental impact. Now seriously, do you know how much water it takes to make a single litre of bisexual? And for what, this? I'm wearing desert boots with sports socks. What a waste! Absolutely, I'm really echoing now. I'm getting angry at my own sexuality. That's exactly what bisexuals do, by the way. I did my crowd work, that was good. And also, a lot of my friends suggest, I have to be my own biggest cheerleader. Being bi suggests, a lot of my friends think, oh, well, surely, that's double the opportunities, double the chances to find love, double the dates. Now listen, this is just maths. Double of nothing is, say it with me, nothing. Yeah, so that's where I am, bilingual, bisexual, all by myself. Oh. Why come out in Japan as well? I don't know why I decided to come out in Japan. I think I just wanted a different place, different rules, different time zone, different flag, different language, different everything. Like in Japan, for example, you don't read books from left to right, you don't read text that way, you read it from top to bottom. So I thought I'd realise, surely if I learn how to read Japanese books from, she knows where this is going, if I can read Japanese books from top to bottom, then surely I can realise if I am a top or a bottom. Yes. A fun little Japanese culture fact. In Japan, they use the term receiver for the bottom. I don't want to get too graphical with it, but they can use the word receiver, and in Japanese the word is uke. And in Japan, tops are called when they're needed. That tops. I thought that worked really well, so that's going in the show now. Thank you, everyone. The first time I dated a man, I was living in Japan. That's where kind of the basic story is. And he was American, and honestly, he was just really, really loud. Really loud. He owned a Tesla. Yeah. He had a foot fetish. And he didn't believe in voting, whatever that fucking means. He was a catch. And so we went for a drink first, and his first topic of conversation. By the way, that was his 3-line intro. It's like, hi, I'm Todd, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, that's a hell of an introduction. And I'm like, I'm an alcoholic, we're still gonna get a drink. So we go to the pub and we have a drink. And his first topic of conversation is, well, I don't really think bisexuals exist. And I'm like, wow, at this point I really wish I didn't. Yeah. Oh, it was rough. A little cheat sheet for the straight people in the room, by the way. So many gay men hate only one thing more than bisexuals, and that is themselves. Oh, you didn't like that, that's fine. I need more gay men that I can just hear growl in the back. Yeah, so so despite all this terrible chat, we go on to dinner because I am, as you can tell, desperate. Yes, I was desperate and I still am. So we go to this really cool, old school sushi place. I'm talking really old school. It was so old school, maybe they've been. It was so old school that you could smoke indoors. It was so old school, they were still using an overhead projector to tell you the notes. It was so old school that on Friday afternoons they'd wheel out the TV with a video cassette player and they'd play a cartoon. Specific, but you got it, and I'm happy with that. Yeah, it was really old school. It was so old school, in fact, and the fact that you can smoke indoors, I'm not a smoker, I don't really like it, but it does add just a little bit of 1987 to the sushi flavour, Lovely, oh. It was also so old school that it had this thing called horigotatsu. Now obviously, every single one of you knows what horigotatsu is. Definitely you two, but for comedians largely are a bunch of fucking idiots, so Charisma just gave me daggers just now. So for some of the idiots in the back, I'm just going to explain. I know you're on board. So horigotatsu just directly translates to table in a hole. Yeah. Table in a hole. Some would argue a very chic Japanese dining experience. Others would say you're just eating in a hole in it. So those are the options. And lest we forget, I am with this American guy who doesn't believe in voting. I am already in a hole, and it's not the kind of hole I want to be in. And the conversation continues, and now he wants to practice doing my weird accent. I don't think there's a less weird accent in the UK than this accent. I sound like Siri. If you choose British male Siri, it sounds like me. Arguably, that has more personality than me. And so, we're talking, and he says all these words he doesn't get to say in America, aluminium instead of aluminum, pavement instead of sidewalk, nationalised healthcare instead of death. And it's weird, he really drilled into aluminium, which is a very difficult word to get into the chat, And I guess, aluminium, it's a non-magnetic metal, right? And at this point, nothing was attracted to him. That's the best result that science joke has got. It's weird. Science jokes sometimes they don't work, even if they have all the right elements. I'll leave. I can just go leave this then. Boo, down with science. Very 2026 attitude, actually, down with science. Fortunately, the food arrives, right, and it's delicious. It looks incredible, and he's eating, and then as he's dipping a bit of sushi in like a dish, right, with the soy sauce in, I realised that the dish he was using was like all metal, about like this thick, and like just way too big. Then as he put the sushi in his mouth, I realised he just dipped it in the ashtray. Now, me, obviously I'm a delight. Immediately I was like, whoa, make sure you put some wasabi on the next one. Because I'm not a saint, I am just a foodie. Don't like the term foodie either. I don't like a lot of things I'm discovering as I write the show. Don't like the term foodie, you know, I think it just kind of pairs you with a group of people you don't want to be paired with. I think when you just self-describe as a foodie, you're putting yourself in that group of, when a couple announces the birth of their first child and they post a picture on Instagram and the caption says, "We did a thing." Thank you, yeah. You did a thing. Talk up your kid a bit more. You did a thing. When I make a cheese toastie, that's doing a thing. You created sentient life that can dream. When I make a cheese toastie, sure, it's dreamy, but that's the extent of things we're going with here. Oh my God, when I make a cheese toastie, I don't say we're doing a thing, because I am too moved to speak. They create their first child and it's just we did a thing? No, I'm not having it. And don't call me a foodie. I prefer it. I'd be less offended if you just called me a prick. Thank you. Talking about my prickly lifestyle, last year, I am going to brag and say I went on a cruise to Amsterdam with my mum and my sister. Yes, I do have a rich social life and love life. Thank you very much. Everything's totally fine in my life. I do have to say, obviously, this is going to be a part of a big 1 hour show, and all the Edinburgh Fringe shows, if you don't mention one of your parents, it's like, well, he's going to be dead later. My dad is very much alive and in the picture. He just has, in his words, better plans. So he stayed at home. We go to Amsterdam on a cruise ship. And why did I go? Because like I said, I have to write an hour of comedy and I knew there would be material. So we went. And it was cheap as well, it was cool. It was a really cheap cruise. It was like a 2-nighter. And I soon realized why it was so cheap. Everyone on board was average age, double mine. I was just like this little sugar baby in a sea of diabetics, you know? Just a ship of the almost dead, you know? HMS Death Star, you know? I could struggle to like relate with anyone on the ship, and I was with 2 of my relatives. It's not a good sign. And when we arrived to Amsterdam, we do all the culture. Me, my mum and sister, we go to all the galleries, the museums. My mum, we go on the 3rd floor of the Amsterdam Sex Museum, jumps in a sex swing, ruining all of my memories of the trip. I just have to bleach my brain after that. No one asked her to jump into it. No one thought she could jump into it. She jumped into it. And so from there, the next thing we did was like, well, I want to have, you know, a special brownie. And I don't mean gluten-free. You know what I mean, right? You guys, you're cool guys, you know. A special kind of brownie. So we've got a special kind of brownie. And I'm the designated adult at this point. My mum has 0 experience, and she's on the jabs, right? So she's like on Manjaro. So she can't really eat much. So by the time, you only want to have a bit, because the brownies there are so potent. So me and my sister have a quarter, and that is more than enough. And so by the time I'm cutting hers down, it's less like she's doing an edible, and more like she's doing cocaine. You know? And that was probably more than enough. So she has some, and a bit later she's like, oh, I'm not really feeling it, which is what all people say before they feel it way too much. Yeah, or they are asleep like that. Yes. And Chica?
Yeah, I'm here.
Thanks for listening along, Chica. Thanks for listening along. Yeah, it was one of those. And so we're just chilling, and my mum, there's a dip in the conversation where mum goes, oh, I can imagine your dad now, he's sat watching Liverpool play, surrounded by beer cans. And me and my sister laugh because we're polite and terrified of our mum. And a little bit of time passes again, and mum goes, oh, we do with a bit more. So I get my credit card out and give her another bump. And conversation dies down a little bit, and again she's like, you just imagine your dad sat at home watching the Liverpool match, surrounded by beer cans, and me and my sister just raise a little eyebrow at each other. We're like, okay, I think things are happening. Unfortunately, the next topic from my mum was her describing what it's like to do a weed. And I'm like, okay, wrap it up. I'm not standing for this. We're going back to the boat. So I pick up my stoner mum and we head towards the boat. I have never seen my mum that mellow, that chill. For me to get to that stage, I need to have my weighted blanket. And of course I have a weighted blanket. I'm a stand-up comedian, thank you. If you don't know what the weighted blanket is, I think everyone knows these days, but if you just imagine a huge, heavy red flag, and you're pretty much all the way there. It's meant to help with anxiety and stress. And when I heard about weighted blankets, I kind of considered them like medicine. So I was like, oh, then surely a heavier blanket is more effective. And so that's the tale of how I got a 25-kilogram blanket. Is that too much blanket for little Matthew Thomas Smith? Yes, that's too much blanket for little Matthew Thomas Smith. Oh, but when I'm under there in a blankety prison of my own creation, I just lie back and I go, oh, this feels good. We make it back to the ship, thank God. And it's because it's a cruise ship and you're hitting all these countries, it has security, right? So you get on the ship and there's this like thoroughfare that goes through with the security gate. Love that I get to see say thoroughfare in a stand-up show. I just think that's fancy. In Japanese they say, I don't know every bloody word. I'm really sorry. I'm just not that good. It's suro. I've been writing the hour for an hour. Of course, thoroughfare is suro. I know this shit. Thank you very much. So it has a suro and it has a security gate. My mum is ahead of us, and she's like, walking like a mum does on weed. I don't know. I can't do it, but she's there ahead of us, right? And it was like a video game, one of those quick time events where you have to press the button really quickly. X to go left, circle to go right. She looks up and she looks at the security gate and she looks at the thoroughfare. And then she looks at the security. It was so much like video game, but I had a lot of brownie. She looks twice, and on the third one, she looks at the security gate and then just legs it down the thoroughfare. It's like security guard did not see it coming. I didn't see it coming. And he managed to kind of get his hands on her. I look back to laugh with my sister about it, because that's the kind of family we are. She is so embarrassed by the situation. She's run the other way down the other end of the ship. The other security guard goes to find her. That's when I realised, wait, what am I going to realise from that? What's the lesson I can learn from this trip? Don't have kids, maybe? That's why I think I shouldn't have kids. Don't have parents. That makes more sense. I do not know what the lesson is, but I know on that night, that Liverpool match, Liverpool won 6-0. So the lesson is, do what my dad did and just don't go on a trip. And I think that's the end of my story. You've been wonderful. Please welcome back to the stage, Anshika Mesa. Thank you.
I'm just going to do 45 minutes. Give it up. You know what? You are the stars of the show. Thank you so much for being here. Honestly, I don't want to cry, but it's been really, really lovely, and we're also appreciative for you to be here. So do come, and that's the end of the show. So Matt, open the door.
Free.